Michael?
And Uncle Red.
First of all, I just want to welcome Grandma to Ghana. Grandma, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Grandma, do you know that everyone in Ghana is talking about you? Everyone in Ghana is talking about you. Do you know that?
Yeah, she knows it. She sees it. She's been seeing herself on TV. She's been seeing herself all over. So she knows that she's the hit of Ghana right now.
Oh, that was that the question?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Really love being here. I think everything is nice. The people, climate, food, transportation, everything. More than I dreamed that it would be. Yes.
Is it a dream for you to be in Ghana for the first time, or somebody told you to come in here, or it has always been a dream to be in Africa?
A dream. Yes, it's been a dream for years. To come to my mother's homeland was already wanting to come. I think everybody, you know, especially in the United States, would like to do that. Yes. So, yeah, that's right.
And can you tell me the experience, experience in Africa for the first time? Can you tell me, how do you feel? Experience in Africa for the first time.
I feel good. I feel like I've been welcomed here. Oh. You know, that everybody's so nice and everything, so you don't have to want for anything, I feel, when you're over here.
Would you love to stay forever?
Yes.
Oh. But her family wants to take her home. We've been begging them, let us stay, let us stay, let us stay. Grandson, cousins, they all said no. We're taking her back tonight with us.
Yes.
But she's enjoyed herself tremendously.
But I'm so glad that I'll be the last person to see.
Yeah, yes.
Grandma, this crown is so beautiful. Can I touch it?
No.
No.
Who said no?
Grandson said no. Yeah. But I want to know, who gave you this?
The Nigerian Igbo king gave her that. One of the things that we want to stress, and we wanted not the countries to come to her, and they did. And Nigeria, the Igbo king, it was a wonderful experience.
It was. It really was. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
They had the dancers and they had everybody. And so they showed her real Nigeria.
Yeah.
So that's what we're very excited about.
The headgears is what I liked.
And she loves her crown.
Yeah. But those people with carrying things on their heads, what is that called?
The straw man.
The straw man.
Oh.
Yeah, they had a straw man there doing performances and all of that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Grandma, what food did you eat in Ghana that you will never ever forget? There's one food that definitely you tried.
Oh my goodness, I hope I'll never forget all that I've seen. Yes. It's worth thinking about and something to live for, you know? Like, if I could live in this country and be happy like I see everybody here, well, I would really be happy about that.
Which means everybody, when they go here, everybody...
So you see, now I'm over here now, all crippled and...
To grandmother, that a lot of, Queen Mother, I'm going to refer to her as Queen Mother. I told her that a lot of our seniors are in the villages. Yeah. So that's why she didn't see, like your mother and your grandmother and all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is old.
Yeah. And I haven't seen the little children yet, you know.
She didn't see a lot of children either.
I came with 2 children, but they left.
Yes, he can show me some children.
But I'm one of them, you know. I'm also a child.
Oh,
I'm the son of Dr. Erica Bennett.
Yes. Well, that's wonderful.
He's one of I have adopted him as my son.
Yeah. Oh,
yes.
Nice, yeah. Well, I see lots of teenagers, you know, active young men and ladies, but I guess they're all working is why they're out
working.
And about. Oh, they're not doing anything but walking around.
Definitely you will have a message for our fellow brothers and sisters in the diaspora roughly African American, Jamaicans, if you have a message being here on the continent for the first time, if you have a message for them, what would that message be?
I mean, the folks here, you know, we thought it would be different, but oh no, everybody seemed to be the same. So it's wonderful.
That is deep.
Yeah, I love the buildings, and everybody seemed wealthy, nice cars, and nice everything.
Grandma, then I have to ask you this. You're saying nice building, cars. Before, you're thinking there were no cars in Africa?
No, tell them, what was your impression
Perception.
before you came? Remember
That I wouldn't see all of that, you know. I thought I'd see people who were out in the open and in the jungles, and I came over looking for the trees and rivers and lakes and and all of that. So, but it don't have to be, you know, for people to live happy in a country. It's nice. Yeah.
No, Grandma was pleasantly, Grandma, you got me saying grandmother. I want to say Queen Mother. That's what I'm supposed to say.
So, you know, this is what I have here. I'm so sorry. It's Queen Mother Na Lamile. Do you know that's your new name?
Yes.
See what?
That's your new name. Remember
That's
they
your
gave
new
you the
name.
new name?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Na Lamile.
Name. No, that's pronounced
Nah.
Na
N-A
Lamile.
Viola Ford.
Yeah, so the full name is
Well, it's
Viola
nice.
Ford.
Well, I'm
Na
glad to
Lamile.
see that. I hadn't seen this.
Really?
Okay, well, let's just put this right here and show it to all of his 1 million people.
Yeah.
This is her new name.
My new name.
Yeah.
I heard I was going to get a name.
This is one of her names. I mean, she's gotten about 3 names since
Three
she's
names.
been here. And
Yeah.
this is one of them.
Yeah.
And then the Ibu king gave her another name. And then the Owusu king, the Ga people, they gave her another name too.
Wow. Grandma, it's a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. Nice.
Queen Mother Na Lamile.
Yes, Queen
Yeah.
Mother.
Thank you.
Welcome to Ghana.
Madasi.
Oh.
Now I'm. Let's see. How should I say that? Since
Madasi.
in Madasi, but no.
She want to say Akwaba?
No, Akwaba is welcome. She knows that. She's been getting a lot of the Akwaba.
Yeah. It's hard for me to think of the words. It's so different, you know. Even the spelling
Absolutely.
don't help me pronounce the word at all.
Well, Queen Mother, do not feel bad. Queen Mother has done very well.
Yeah.
When she was talking to the president, she did say Madasi to him,
Yeah.
and he enjoyed that very much.
Yeah. Yes.
Dr. Erica, I want you to, before we go, I just want you to tell me something. It's been a week for her being here. I just wanted to know who made this possible.
Well, Queen Mother has been here for exactly 8 days. She has attended 16 different events.
Yes.
She has been more alert in these events than we were. I was getting tired, and she was just so alert at every one of these events.
Yes.
So it all happened because of one lady, Doctor, lawyer, Bishop Tony Luck. And what I'd like her to do, if it's okay with you, is just kind of come over here very quickly.
Is she around?
Yeah, she's right there. Let's give her a big round of applause. Yeah. You come sit right here. She can sit right here.
Yeah.
To be on camera today.
That's okay.
Yes.
You're fine.
Oh, yes. She's.
Okay, so sit right there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Luck, let me just kind of tell you who she is. She's a phenomenal, incredible woman who's done incredible things. She's the co-founder of the Diaspora Africa Forum. And you know the Diaspora Africa Forum. You did a wonderful piece on us that went around the world.
Absolutely.
And so she is the co-founder. And I have been telling her about you, and she said, I want to meet him. So this is really very, very wonderful. I mean, you know, God has a way of doing everything at the right time. So this is Dr. Tony Luck, and she is really responsible on that end for bringing her here. And then she handed it over to us, the Diaspora Africa Forum, to organize the 17 events. So just tell them how it happened.
My first question will be, what really inspired you to do something like this?
Oh, good.
Mother Fletcher inspired us. And on the 19th of May, Mother Fletcher gave an incredible testimony before the United States Congress. And that testimony, it was the first time in her whole life that she had been to Washington, D.C.
My name is Viola Ford Fletcher. I'm the daughter of Lucinda Ellis and John Wesley Ford of Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm the sister of Hughes Van Ellis, who is also here today. I'm a survivor of the Tulsa Race Massacre. 2 weeks ago, I celebrated my 107th birthday. Today, I'm visiting Washington, D.C. for the first time in my life. I'm here seeking justice, and I'm asking my country to acknowledge what happened in Tulsa in 1921. The night of the massacre, I was awakened by my family. My parents and 5 siblings were there. I was told we had to leave, and that was it. I will never forget the violence of the white mob when we left our home. I still see black men being shot, black bodies lying in the street. I still smell smoke and see fire. I still see black businesses being burned. I still hear airplanes flying overhead. I hear the screams. I have lived through the massacre every day. Our country may forget this history, but I cannot. I will not, and other survivors do not, and our descendants do not. When my family was forced to leave Tulsa, I lost my chance of an education. I never finished school past the 4th grade. I have never made much money in my country. State and city took a lot from me. Despite this, I spent time supporting the war effort in the shipyards of California, but most of my life I was a domestic worker serving white families. I never made much money, but to this day I can barely afford my everyday needs. All the while the city of this Tulsa have unjustly used the names and stories of victims like me to enrich myself and its white allies through the 30s million raised by the Tulsa Centennial Commissioner while I was continued to live in poverty. I am a 107-year-old and have never seen justice. I pray that one day I will. I have been blessed with a long life and have seen the best and the worst of this country. I think about the terror, horror inflicted upon black people in this country every day.
And it's interesting, that testimony touched me so deeply. And the words when she said, I think about that day, every day of my life. Well, at 100 years, that's 35,600 days, over 5 billion seconds, several 100 million minutes of thinking about that. So when her grandson, Mr. Ike Howard, who has been, with her since he was a baby, called our company, Our Black Truth, and asked, Granny wants to go to Africa. And I happened to be in the room at the time. And of course, I've been in Africa a very long time along with my sister. And she asked for pyramids and animals. But it didn't take me long to decide that Ghana was the place that we had to come.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Because it was, and she has said, and we had lots of ideas in other places, but of course, because my sister was here, the Diaspora and African Forum was here, we have an amazing relationship with the president and also the former president. I moved to Ghana in 1997 for 4 or 5 years, had business. My sister came in 2001 after being around Africa and decided this is where she was going to be, and built that beautiful embassy that you have come to, called the Diaspora Africa Forum. So I called her, I told her the story, and she didn't hesitate. She said, absolutely. And then she does what she does best. She activated everything. Activated the government, activated her daughter, who is Dr. Musa, Nadia Musa, the diaspora co-director.
She even called me. Like,
She activated everybody.
You have to be here.
No, she activated everybody. But that's how she operates, you know. Once she gets it in her mind, she activates. So we made a small program. We sent it and said, how is this going to look? And she took what we wanted to do and crafted the most amazing. We stayed in the physical land of the Osu Accra municipality, but we went everywhere. On Tuesday we had a ambassador lunch, and the ambassador had every country come to us. On Wednesday we went to Nigeria, you know, and so it has been amazing. But she was the catalyst, and spurred on by Mr. Ike Howard, who said Granny wants to come, but her testimony moved us. And she said so many things, but mostly about justice and how her country, she was a worker during World War II. She raised her children as a good American citizen. She's been faithful. She was giving me a list today of all the things she has done in terms of her work life. But she never passed the 4th grade, but of course you can't tell because the intelligence is amazing. But her whole life was upended because of this horror. So I just want to leave you with one other important word. Her brother, Uncle Red, who's now Chief Red, they went to the Osu dungeon, and I was given the privilege to explain to Uncle Red and to her what happened, what had happened. And the one word that Uncle Red said was, who would do this? And I said to him, the same people who burnt down Greenwood, Tulsa, Black Wall Street. It's that energy. It's that energy. And we have a privilege now to move ourselves forward as African descendant people, African American people, African Caribbean people, to become what Ambassador mentioned, what Mother mentioned, what Uncle Red's mantra has been, we are one.
And not only that, I just kind of want to land by saying we're just so delighted and thankful to the president of this country for giving her a citizenship. Now she has an option. She is a Ghanaian and an American. You know, you can keep both citizenships. So she's an American and a Ghanaian.
And she was asked, it just came out, the president asked her and Uncle Red, would they like to be citizens of Ghana? And
Sure.
And she said, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
How did you feel when they handed the passport to her?
Well,
She doesn't have the passport yet.
but it's coming.
Let me tell you how they're going to do it.
Yes, this is exciting.
What they're going to do is, you know, the president conferred it. You know, the grandson and the whole family said, absolutely, we want them to have it. And so she is now officially a Ghanaian citizen. And what they're going to do during the September UN General Assembly, the president is sending a team down to take her officially her papers. So I mean, Ghana has really stepped up. I want to say that. You know, Ghana. You know, the office of Diaspora Office of the President, the Ghana Tourist Authority, GIPC, all of them really supported us, very much so.
How do you feel knowing that you made this possible?
One of the other things I'd like to share with your viewing audience is that before she came, she was in the hospital for 4 days. And she said, she told her grandson and she told, and Uncle Red called her and said, are we still going to Ghana? And
Yes,
she said,
yes.
only reason we won't go to Ghana is if I'm in a casket,
In a coffin.
Coffee.
COVID. And here she is sitting up here looking
Beautiful.
beautiful and all of that with us.
Yeah.
So that shows you what you have determination
Yes.
and your preservation. There's nothing you cannot achieve.
And when you have a dream in your heart, you know, and one thing we asked Mother the other day, how has she, you know, not become bitter? And what did you tell
Oh
me?
my goodness.
No.
Oh, I don't remember so many things now. Just everything. I was surprised, you know, about the weather, the climate, people, food. Just it seemed like a different world to me here.
And Mother, when you were growing up, how did you not become bitter about your experiences?
She said,
Well,
faith.
because we loved everybody and thought that's the way it should have been, and all of it. And I've lived through it.
Yes, and great faith.
That's right. Faith and prayer is one of the things too that helps. It's there.
So we want to thank you. We want to thank you. You are my son, and we want to thank you for all the good things that you do and telling the other side of Africa. Too often, and this is what Mother was saying, all she thought about was jungles and, you know, we're climbing through trees and all of that.
Oh, no.
And so you tell that story. You go from country to country and you talk about the beauty and the goodness of each of our 55
That's
African
right.
countries.
Oh, and I will. I certainly will.
She'll
And
go
I
back.
can go home now and
Be a
say,
good ambassador.
I'll go. I can really go home and say I did not see because we haven't had time. These ladies have kept me fed. Everything that is always busy that I didn't, you know, haven't still. It's not too late, but maybe next time I come. And I'm sure all of that is not true anymore.
No, man.
No.
So which means when you go back to the state, you definitely have a message. When you see people, maybe you can be an ambassador for Africa now. They need to make that official.
Absolutely.
As an ambassador for Africa, by telling people that Africa is not what you think. I want to say thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm so glad that I came. You know, I had
Thank
to
you.
also fly to get here.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Yes. Yes. Then I want to mention my grandson now. He's
He
ahead
doesn't
of
want to be on
this.
the cover. Come and say hello.
Grandson. I'm telling you, she does nothing without this grandson.
Oh, no.
She loves this grandson. He's her favorite. I must say that.
Can I put
Grandchild, but
Yeah, and I'm going to make sure I put my grandchildren's name on, you know,
To get citizenship.
whatever it takes. So
whatever it takes.
Is it your first time in Ghana?
It's my first time in Ghana as well, yes. First time in Africa.
First time in Africa?
First time in Africa.
Why must it be your first time in Africa?
We often want to come to Africa, but we don't know where to start. Some of us have fears about coming to Africa.
Why would you have fears of coming
I
to
said
Africa?
some of us.
I mean, are you one of the people?
I'm fearless. That's why I'm here. You know, I'm fearless.
Please don't start this fight.
I want.
No, don't start this fight.
I want to see. I wanted to see things for myself. Some people believe what they hear. I believe what I experience. So I want to see Africa for myself. You know what I'm saying? And my grandmother and uncle's bucket wish was to come to Africa, and I'm just a man to make it happen. So
He was the man to make it happen. He facilitated it. You know, all the complications. He, you know,
Took care of
and
them.
took care of. And
I think now you've experienced Africa in 8 days. I mean, what are you going to say after your experience in Africa within 8 days?
I'm gonna tell people to come here and experience it for yourself. You can. My close friends will take my word for it, but many people will want to know for themselves. And only one way to see Africa for yourself is to actually come to Africa.
I just want to say thank you so much for making this possible.
Yes.
And it's a pleasure meeting you. Maybe I definitely know you don't know me, but maybe as soon as I upload the video, you find out who you met.
Go ahead. Go ahead now.
That's Dr. Erica's son. That's Mama T's nephew. That's Mama T's nephew and Dr. Erica's son.